Okay, so we have a few minutes, and I figured we would just take just a little bit of time and talk to you guys about how we feel about living in an RV. For how many months have we lived in an RV? February, March,
2.
April. No, it's been longer than that. March,
Oh.
April, May, June, like 4 months now. Okay, 4 months. Time flies when you're having fun. That's why it feels like having so much fun in our RV. So, first thing is, let's tell the cons about living in an RV. Like, what is something that has been hard, or you tell something and then I'll tell something.
No room.
Yeah, very little room, especially when you have 3 boys.
And when they breathe, the entire RV shakes.
Yes. And the thing is, they don't just breathe. They're like wrestling. They still think that they can act how they act when we were in a house, and it just doesn't work in an RV. And the hallways are really small too.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom. One thing we said when we moved, we want a bigger bathroom, and we have cut our bathroom in 4th with this RV, and so that's kind of hard too. And there's no locks in the bathroom.
Yeah, and the toilet's small, so it's not very comfortable to sit on.
Marcus has a cold right now, so it's kind of hard to hear him. He's a little hoarse, and I'm making him do this video. So another con I would say is just learning everything. Like, it's not like you're just going to live in an apartment. Like, you have to learn a lot to go into an RV. And I was kind of just like, I think we do this a lot. We're like, la 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 la, it's all gonna work out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal.
But
It is a big deal.
it's a really big deal, because what ends up happening is your toilet gets clogged, and then you try to flush the tank, and you think you explode the tank, or like you have something little that goes on, and you have no idea that it's just, oh, the propane needs to be changed. You think it's like a huge deal because you don't know a lot. So if you're gonna go into an RV full time, watch the YouTube videos, read the instruction manuals, figure out what you're doing,
And figure out where you're staying far in advance.
yes.
That was a stressor.
That was stress, because we didn't have a place to stay. We didn't have a place to stay when we even got the RV, did we?
No. There's things.
Feathers. Don't put your hands in your mouth.
They're oh my god, what they're called? They're not hawk, but they're
Falcon?
no
Crow?
crow. Yeah, crow feathers.
Another con is you do have to, and a lot of campgrounds don't allow you to just park and stay. So you do have to figure out where you're gonna go every couple months.
Yeah.
So that is kind of stressful. Some places are not.
Or some places look really good online. And when you get there,
They're junk.
yeah, it's like a parking lot.
Yeah. So, so yeah, figure that out. That's hard. It's not like you have to figure out where you're going to be staying. And what else is a con?
Then put your hands in your mouth.
Okay, so what else would be a con? That's because this is
Wi-Fi.
our life. Wi-Fi. Yes. Okay.
Hello.
So we had to do. What did we do for Wi-Fi? Of course, when you're traveling, you don't have the Wi-Fi, and even if your campground has it, usually it's by the campground actual, what is it called? The campground store. And so if you're farther away from that, you don't get the Wi-Fi or the cable. You can hook up, and there's ways to still get it. It's just a hassle, and it's a lot more work. We ended up having to do our mobile hotspot on our phones, which still doesn't have a big bandwidth, is that what it's called? So if we try to run the TV off of it or whatever, it's pretty slow. Another thing is, when you first get an RV, it's not like just the cost of the RV.
Yeah, the hitch.
Covers, tire covers, hoses.
Hoses, chocks.
Yes, like there's like money just rains out of
Propane.
your wallet when propane, yes. When you first get the RV. So, pros about living full-time in an RV are,
Number 1 pro is it's not very expensive.
no. And we live in California, so everything's expensive. So, which I told you guys earlier, the main reason for us getting into an RV was basically because just to save money in California. So that is a huge pro. So even, I know a lot of my friends have been messaging me. A lot of my friends have been messaging me saying that they are interested in full-time RVing because they just want to save money. And that is a definite, I would say, if that's what you need to do to save money, like, do it. And there's a lot of people full-time RVing now. A lot. YouTube it. You can find family after family that is doing the exact same thing.
So our cost for rent is, for renting a spot for our RV, is half of what it would cost us to rent an apartment,
Yes.
a one-bedroom apartment.
Yes. And we stay at a really nice place right now. And we found a place where we can stay at and not move. So that's really nice. But yes, it's half of what it would be for an apartment. And then, and then when you get into an apartment too, like, you're right next to somebody and things can go wrong in the building and it takes them forever to fix it. And another pro to RVing is family time, I would say, because you are forced to be by each other. So, like, we're always around each other. We're always having conversations. Like, you can't help but talk to your kids or talk because you're constantly.
There's nowhere to get away.
There's nowhere to get away. So, I do hear other families saying a lot that they grow together as a family, like that it has transformed how their family is because they just grew together. So another thing is, if you're adventurous, like, and you want to drive, like, you're not stuck in one place. Like, if Marcus would say, hey, I want to transfer to Michigan, we could just drive there. Or whatever. Like, it's not like, oh, well, we got to sell a house, because I don't want to do that again. I do not want to do that again. Or we're just going to sell a house. We get to we're not stuck. If we want to go travel, we don't have to pay for a hotel. We can bring our RV, so that's really nice too. Another pro, I would say, is for me, which Marcus probably doesn't feel this as much as me, but it takes 30 minutes to clean up the entire RV. Really, if everybody pitches in, 30 minutes, and compared to a full day of cleaning a house, if not more. Like, there were times where it took us a couple days to clean our house.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a big house. Things get messy fast in an RV, but they also clean up fast, so that is nice. Oh, I forgot a con. For RV, there's no dishwasher.
No dishwasher. Small oven.
Small oven, yes. Fridge is okay size, but it just depends what kind of RV you get. But yeah, I don't think any RVs really have a dishwasher. And some have a washer and dryers, but ours has a hookup and we don't have it. But it's not a big deal for us right now because we're right across the street from a laundromat. But that could be a con too. That's kind of hard to take all your clothes to a laundromat. We did that once. Daddy? And we had a homeless guy offer our kids pizza. That had he had a huge sore on his leg. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And you let him eat it. The pizza, not the sore.
No, he got in a car crash.
Yeah, but the sore hadn't healed up, and that's probably not a good sign. So anyways.
Hey, Daddy.
We were on pros though. So pros is it's really nice to be a minimalist. Really nice. Like, everything has a place. I might not be that organized in the spaces yet, but everything has a place. It can just in my house, kind of like, I had so much stuff and I got rid of so much stuff that now we just have what we need. I don't have a million shirts. I have 10 shirts in my drawer that I wear. Not the 50 shirts that I had that I only wore 10. Like, I have what I need. We have what we need.
I know, pro.
What's a pro?
We have tons of storage space.
Well, we do have all underneath the RV as a storage space.
And then we have all on top of the couch.
Huh? There is. They did, for a small space, put in a lot of storage areas. So that is really nice too. Can you think of any other pros?
Stick your arm out.
Right now?
Well, the number one pro, like we said before, and the whole reason why we did this, is that it's cost efficient.
Yes.
And
that is, when you break it down, that is worth it all. That's worth all the little stuff.
Yeah, you can take the cons when you're saving that much money on a place to live. You know, on when you're just throwing away money for an apartment, and you can't really afford a house right now. So that's
RVs normally don't depreciate in value so much.
Yes. So that is nice too.
I want to repeat that because I don't think it came
RVs
right.
don't really depreciate in value that much. So when we go to resell it, and we got ours, like it's a brand new RV, but we did get it discounted quite a bit. So hopefully when we go to sell it, we could sell it right around the same price. So that's really nice too. And then, but yeah, I think our biggest pro is just being able to save enough money to hopefully have a down payment on a house when we feel like we can afford it. So, yeah, so far I would say it's been really stressful just with learning everything, because we've had a couple things we thought went awry on the RV that it wasn't as bad as what we thought. But I would say right now it's good for us. It's the best thing for us. And there's been times where it's been a little bit overwhelming and you do need your space. We live in California, so we can get outside and go swimming or get out of the RV, but it's been pretty good. It's not too bad. And even for the kids to say that's pretty good.
It's manageable.
It is manageable. So a family of 5 with 3 boys can do it. Pretty sure, and it's our boys too. I'm pretty sure anybody can do it. You could do it.
Our
Just
boys.
make it happen. This guy. This is what we. Can you see?
They have a little piece of grass up there.
Why are you doing that?
To be funny. To mess with my hair again. Oh, I know something really funny.
Yep. It's been an experience so far, but it's been good. Yeah.